here's the things to look out for. When I go to push this against this panel, these handles, right now there's a little hole in the floor. So what happens is when I engage this, I'm in the hole, works nice and easy. There's actually a stud on the bottom. If these weren't on here, what happens is that locks it in place so I can't break in, so I have to pull it out and turn it up. If I'm not in that hole, I'm going to know it. Okay? So at this point, what you don't want to do is put all your weight and try to push it down on it. I know when it's over the hole because it's going to go in like that. Okay? If you want to, let's say we're doing all the units at one time, I can actually take the panels, put them in the closed position before I start shutting all the panels down. So right now, this is disengaged. You see there's a little tongue up on top? I got to lock the two panels together, so there's a male-female interconnect. So if I want to, I close all the panels before I lock it down if I want to. So that way, then I can just go back if I want to and then just shut all the doors. So now obviously we can tell that one's still unlocked. Believe it or not, that is really it.
So all 6 of these panels will fit
Yep.
in here.
So I'll do it real quick for you just so you show how. So what I would typically do is, I'm lazy, so I'll go through and unlock everything first. And you'll notice since I've...
The back portion doesn't necessarily have to go flush with
The reason why it's at a 10-degree angle is so it's easier to operate. If it was totally flush, I'm going to be fighting the rollers the whole time. Because it's 10 degrees, when I pull it, it wants to come out and do what it needs to do. This is what we would use in stadiums. I mean, this is a design for heavy commercial. And so then the other side is the exact opposite of it. So it's just a matter of doing that same side. Anything else you want me to cover on operation? It's kind of a...
potential issues, parts that you may have to order.
This is going to be the number one thing. It always is that it's a polyimide guide on the bottom that throws into that hole. It's as simple as you could possibly imagine. If it's in the hole, it'll go straight down. If it's not, you're not aligned.
Right.
The only other thing that I would probably watch out for is if you start getting, or whoever's operating it, you see that tongue on the top. Because if I were to push 2 panels and try to push them into the parking bay at the same time, the way I'm doing with one, at some point, this one panel is going to turn and it could snap that tongue off. So we only want to put one panel in at a time, even though I could move multiple panels simultaneously. So when I go to put these back, you'll notice that I'm not going to walk that panel down. I'm just going to keep pushing the panels down. But you see what I'm saying? See where the tongue? See, if I were to push both these panels in at the same time, at some point that one tongue is going to want to fight itself. Yep. So what I would typically do is do something like this. Now, obviously, that's going to stop where that last panel is. Yeah, like magic, exactly. And now, just go through the procedure of locking everything down. Yep, and you can see when I'm turning them down, they're going in. Now, if I were to pull this in or out, so now I know I'm in. like everything else. And when I push it in like that, some of the overlaps weren't overlapping correctly. So for me, I just adjust them as I put them in. If you want to make sure it's bulletproof, just move one panel at a time, lock it down as you go. I mean,
I might just lie to my guys and tell them.
that's how you have to do it. Other than that,
Is there a stopper between the two sections? So
they're going to, there's not one right now, but they're going to put one in. Why that's important is, right now when I'm closing it, it's obviously butting up to the 6th panel of the other side.
you want to go 66.
Yeah, if it's all open, then something needs to be able to stop and tell you, because once the first panel's there, then everything else works from that panel. Okay?
And dropping the panel for service, if you have to replace the apron side, just
So you see those two spots where the silicone isn't in there yet? They're obviously going to silicone that out. There's actually a hatch that lifts up, and you can pull the panels out. Yeah, you can pull it. So that cladding can just pop off. Typically, the only reason why you're going to have to do that is if someone were to break a handle. But even the glass, if the glass is broken, it's a dry glaze, so they can pop the glass in and pop the glass out. Short of that, you can only take 6 one way, you can only take 6 the other. You may not want to share this with your team, but because those you can open this and open it any combination you want. I can lock these panels down in any one of the locks. So you see what I'm saying? I can create openings anywhere I want, which is a benefit to it. You just have to find the lock when you lock it down.
right.
Okay.
I'll wait till they get older. Depends on their activity. We may only want
Yeah.
to have 3 doors.
So meaning that once this panel's removed, remember those old games where you move the one block and you could move the other ones around? I have a 3-foot opening I could put anywhere in this. If I move 2 panels, it's 6 feet. If I have 3, it's 9 feet. So I can do whatever I want to do. I can do every other panel because I can lock this down in any one of these locks I want to put it in. A little more advanced, but it is an option. When the guys come out, even though they watch the video, it's going to literally be the push. And if you think about the physics of this, it just makes sense. It's if I'm going in this direction, once I get to this point, because it's at a 10-degree angle, if I push this side, it's got to pull that side back against itself. I got to think in terms of I'm pushing it in the same direction of the panel.